Hi, I'm Fit, by the way, but that's not stopping anyone. I really like Kasane Teto. She's my third favorite vocal synth. Also, the first one's Kafu. Lately, there's been this very annoying thing in my brain that's just telling me that, well, I want to cosplay as Teto, okay? You saw the video title, like, you know what's gonna happen. Mind you, I have basically zero experience with cosplaying. This is something completely new to me. Man, I really hope this, Okay, here's my plan. I wanted to try styling a wig. Not because I wanted to learn a new talent, but because I went onto Amazon and all the pre-made wigs cost... I don't think I want to buy them.
Oh, and I also wanted to pad out watch time.
So I started staying up really late researching how to style a Kasane Teto wig. Mind you, I have never styled a wig before. So all my viewers who aren't into wig styling, Teto is a notoriously difficult character to make a wig for. Drill curl wigs are infamous for being horrible to style. I'll get more into it later in the video, but for now, all you need to know is that I'm a year-old who doom scrolls Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I really wonder how this is gonna turn out. I ended up composing a Google Doc of tools and materials I need to make the wig. I don't feel like going through everything right now, but here's everything up into that list. Moving on, I now need to decide which Teto I'd cosplay as. There are a ton of Tetos out there, some easier to cosplay than others, but I bottled it down to her 3 official designs. Yutao Teto is arguably Teto's most recognizable design, but here's the thing, there's nothing to cover the armpits. I don't feel so secure showing my armpits onto the internet, so this design is already out of the question. Voice Peak Teto's outfit covers her armpits, so I don't have to worry about that problem. While her outfit does reveal her belly, I'd definitely take that over showing my armpits onto the internet. Synth V Teto solves basically every problem about the other 2 Teto designs. It doesn't really reveal anything I could be sensitive about. So the answer is pretty obvious. I'll cosplay Synth V Teto. Alright everyone, let's get into the... Okay, I'll cosplay Voice Peak Teto. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Since I'm fit and I still can't really buy things without my parents' permission, I went up to my dad so I could buy the actual clothing. So here's how that went. Hey, Dad, could we buy clothing for the character I'm gonna cosplay as? Of course, what is it? So, is it okay if it had a what? Skirt? We already talked about this. I know. I can't buy it for you. I can't let you wear a skirt. It's for a video. I don't give a fuck if it's for a video. Mom doesn't want you wearing a skirt. What if she finds out? Are you gay or something? No. You know you're my only son, right? Look, it's just for a video. I'm not actually gay. I don't care if it's for a video. You're causing me problems. I don't want to deal with them. You're freaking me out. Okay, fine. Okay, I have all the materials. Let's go make that wig. Also, quick disclaimer, please do not use this as a tutorial. I promise you, if you want to make a Teto wig, go listen to someone else. You'll find out why. Here's the heart of the project. This long red wig will be stylized into a beautiful Kasane Teto wig. I picked out a long red one because I saw someone on TikTok turn a $10 Amazon wig into a Teto wig, and I thought that was awesome, and I thought I could do that. The wig is a bit darker than I'd want, but I could probably just edit it. We're on the internet. I can make it purple. I meant the wig. I previously 3D printed a mannequin head. It's not one of those foam ones, but I'm sort of convinced it would work. The first step into styling a wig is crimping. I bought a hair crimper, which essentially makes handling the wig a lot easier than if you just left it untouched. I also found this YouTube short where they make a helmet wig, and since Teto's hair is basically in the same shape, I decided to follow it.
Okay, so their first step is using the... Hey, wait, why aren't you crimping... Wait, what?
I looked it up, and apparently you don't have to crimp a wig, but I took that in as...
Oh, I shouldn't do this because I'm relatively new, and I might burn the hair strand.
Looking back at it now, yeah, maybe I should have tried crimping it. Anyway, the next step to making a Teto wig is to cut off all the hair up the back and side, so we can use that hair to make the base of the Teto wig. Oh, okay, I know this looks really bad, but just trust the process. Cool fact, I actually cut off wefts from a different wig I already had in order to quote-unquote practice for the Teto wig. However, I ended up puncturing my thigh with the shears, and... yeah, I bought some cotton batting off Amazon and used tacky glue and shears to stick these patterns straight onto the wig. This is for attaching strands of hair to the base. You'll see soon. Now that we have a bunch of hair, it's time to start making... oh no. Guys, if you like Kasane Teto, look away for a bit. You'll hear this sound when you can look again. Okay, 5, 4, 3... I'll repeat this again. Drills are horrible to create when making wigs. I bought a long coil of wire to form the shape of the drills. I made a very wide C shape. I don't really know what to call these, and I just ran clear tape between the gap in the wire and then started creasing them into the shape of a drill. I then went ahead and attached paper throughout the entire drill. Now that I think about it, I probably should have just used red paper, but I mean, it shouldn't matter for now. I could just paint the back red anyway. Okay, here's the really fun part. I need to coil strands of hair onto the paper to make drills. If you've ever made a Teto wig before, please know that I applaud you. This is a horrible process, and my drills ended up turning out mediocre. Cool fact, I barely sat at all during this process, and by the time I finished the first drill, my back was hurting so bad that I ended up sleeping at 10 p.m. rather than 12 a.m. I know that's like a 2-hour difference, but like, these drills look okay. They aren't great, and they also look really messy, but I would rather kill myself than do this again. Now that we have the drills, we can finally get back to working on the base of the wig. I went ahead and colored the wig base crimson so that the strands would stand out of it. Oh my god, I just botched that. I went ahead and colored the wig base crimson so that the strands would blend in a little bit more. I then started attaching strands of hair onto the base, and it turned out alright. It's really messy, but no, I don't want to say it. Okay, fine. I just started out. This is my first wig. I'm new, okay? I then did the same process with the right side, and now the base is looking great. And this is where the whole project fell apart. Oh, I missed a spot. Well, as long as I get the bangs corrected, it'll all turn out fine. I don't know how to style bangs. This is horrible. I don't want to look at it. All this work, making drills, attaching batting, buying the materials and tools, it all led to... I know these wigs are cheap, and I could buy another $10 wig to try again, but if I'm being honest, I think I'd be happier just leaving it like this. I know this was a first attempt, but instead of working up my experience, I just jumped straight into something I didn't even know all about. And I was punished for it. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. I know this is really unsatisfying, but I ended up just buying a pre-made wig off Amazon. Look, I really wanted to custom make a Teto wig, but considering the fact that I want to get a video out and I just don't have the time to keep working on this, I'm better off just having something more than less of something. I'm happy I tried making the wig, but maybe the skill isn't for me. Hey, no, watch my video. I know you skipped here. Rewind back to the beginning. Okay. Oh my god.